Hello and welcome back to the DIY Kitchen Stadium here at Wakefield. We're now just ahead of the Year 9 boys final of this Inspire Champion Schools Day. What a fantastic game we've got in prospect. Bedford High School up against Archbishop Sentamu Academy, and these two teams, they met each other a couple of years ago at Wembley in the Year 7s final.
Yeah, both schools, they're always full of talent. The Bedford High girls have just won against Archbishop in the previous game in the Golden Point thriller, so Archbishop will be looking to get one back and even the stakes.
That is the voice of Kevin Brown, obviously, who's speaking, and I'm Dave Parkinson, as I have been for all of this afternoon. Great to have you alongside me, by the way, mate.
Yeah, thanks, Dave.
Really looking forward to this one. We'll do a quick run through the two sides, starting first of all with Bedford High. We're in 13 Archie Warhurst, we're in 2 Jacob Fairclough, we're in 12 Alistair Anderson, in 3 is Oscar Southern, 4 George Wilson, 7 Josh Sanderson, 6 Kobe Barmer, 10 Billy Wingfield, 16 Lucas Corbett, 14 Sam Lee Short, 11 Dylan Reynolds, 8 Tom Webster, 1 Alfie Ainscoe, and then the bench is Riley Wilcock in 9, Vinnie Braycheck in 15, Josh Harris Hayes in 5, and Chris Foster in 17, with Tom Carroll wearing 19. For the Archbishop Sentamu Academy, it's Ellis Fewless wearing 1, 2 Lennon Shipley, 3 Reuben Jubb, 4 Logan Sims, 5 Harry Bell, 6 Marshall Taylor, 7 Preston Hoyle, 8 Harry Reimer, 9 Alfie Smith, 10 Landon McMillan, 11 Oliver Johnson, 12 Ty Walker, 13 Jamie Hall, 14 Finn Gladstone, 15 Leo Frankish, 16 Dylan McGlone, 17 Harry Spivey, 18 Jaden Harrison. Our referee is Aidan Bealey, and our touch judges for this one are Cam Breeny and Lucas Dabbs. Whoa, I am really looking forward to this one.
Yeah, and it sounds like some of the parents are as well. It's a great atmosphere. And both sets of teams have just come out and they're really pumped, aren't they, in front of us. It's a perfect day, the pitch is perfect, so they'll be looking to get through the sets initially, but I'm sure they'll be moving the ball around and trying to really entertain this crowd. I'm
quite intrigued to see sort of how the sides move it around, particularly with this varied wind that there is here, isn't there?
Yeah, a lot of wind, and you know what, there's a big pack from Bedford as well, so I think the whole team may look to move it, as we see a great first tackle there from Bedford High.
So yes, it's going to be Archbishop Sentamu making first use of possession, carrying the ball, stay inside their own 20-metre line. Just 2 tackles into proceedings, run out of dummy half. I'll no doubt catch up with who all these players are as they start to get into the game. Nice pick up out of dummy half, solid run, and immediately the defence closes in. Leading the way was Oscar Southern, doing the challenge. Helping out was Alfie Ainscoe. Nice work down this left-hand side of the field. There's Logan Sims, manages to skip out of the challenges, pushes his way just beyond the halfway line, and he'll play it about 15 in from touch. We've reached the last tackle. Kick comes in from Marshall Taylor into the open spaces. Oh, it's bounced and bobbled in behind. Oh, and then unfortunately both sides just coming up with an error there. But that was a great kick.
Yeah, it was a great set. They did look to move the ball. They went down a short side. The number 6, Marshall Taylor, just picked off the short side and put his centre away. I think it was young Logan Sims who cut back in, and then it was a kick that landed in between fullback and winger and caused an almighty problem. But I think the kick did go backwards from Bedford, and then unfortunately Archbishop Sentamu knocked the ball on, so they do get the ball for the first time themselves now, Bedford High.
So a little bit of a let-off really in some respects for Bedford.
Yeah, and I think where the sun is as well, it'll be dazzling for these wingers if the ball keeps being put into no man's land, and the chase is as good as it was then. They may look to do that over and over again today.
This is where I love having you alongside me, because you've played at this ground, haven't you, a number of times?
Yeah, I've played at this ground, and often when the sun's in your eyes, the crowd are really on top of you as well, so the atmosphere is great, and there's no room for error. But we see this is great defence now from the Hull side. They're just racing off the line, and they've got some big boys up front too.
Yeah, they certainly have. Big run coming in from Billy Wingfield. He's brought his side a few extra metres there, but they're still inside their own 40 at the moment, Bedford High School. Moving the ball down this right-hand side, but nervous hands there from Sam Lee Short. He's just spilled it.
Yeah, you can see what that means. The dejection there from the Bedford school. But the side in the blue from Hull they're really, really buoyed by that defensive set. All you want to do at the start of the game is just get through your sets. It's the worst possible start for Bedford, but now they get a chance to defend their own line.
To be fair, there's so many nerves flying around, isn't there, when you get into finals?
Yeah, and especially when there's so much passion, you know, and it's been built up. A National Cup final, there's no bigger game at this age. So it's a massive achievement just getting here, but they do want to win, and we can see how much it means to them, the way that they're throwing the bodies into each other already.
Jamie Hall with this carry down centre field. He's about 20 metres away from the line. Worked out from dummy half, Alfie Smith. One pass to the right. Turning run downfield. It was an attempted offload there. Referee has ruled it as a knock-on. Unlucky there for me. I thought they was trying to promote the ball then.
Yeah, it was Oliver Johnson. For me, that ball went backwards and there was hands in the play, but it just gives them a little bit of a reprieve there, the Bedford High School. As we see the wind, it's causing havoc with our TV cameras up here, so it's going to cause havoc down there on pitch side too.
Yeah, if we've both got to go quiet for a second, we're probably holding the TV up, aren't we, to be fair. But it's going to be a scrum down in favour of Bedford High, fed by Kobe Barmer. Barmer to feed it, picked up at the base of the scrum. Sent down this right side, that's
good shot.
Hit, contact.
That's a great hit. Really impressed so far by this young Sims.
Oh, and then they've spilled it again. It's gone backwards in the eyes of a referee for Bedford High School. I think I mentioned before, referee Aidan Beale. It's a big occasion for the match officials as well.
Yeah, they're not much older than the players, are they? So, you know, there's a lot of responsibility. I've just been speaking to a couple of parents in there of the previous game, and they were just happy there were no controversy. Let's hope it's the same on this one. But so far, real good start to the game from both sides, real clean. Yeah,
big carry from Reynolds. Now it comes into the middle of the field. Billy Wingfield getting over the halfway line. He's come up with a couple of really good carries early on in this game. Ball moved to the right, kick comes in on the last.
That's a big kick, Dave, and it's going to bounce.
Oh, and it's really outfoxed the winger there, Lennon Shipley. He's forced to retreat and then tries to pick up some metres. Recovers pretty well in the end, to be honest, to get just outside his own 10-metre mark.
Yeah, there's a couple of identical mullets knocking out there for the Archbishop side. There's a great run now from the fullback.
Does really well there as Ellis Fewless, turning defence into attack. And again, really solid work out of dummy half. They're over the 30-metre line, approaching the 40 as this play the ball comes in now. And Oliver Johnson throwing his weight forward, just rolled over on his back. Nice controlled stop there from Wingfield. Ball went left. There's a big charge coming in from Harry Reimer. Superb metres made from prop forward there. He's 40 metres out from the line. The last tackle has been reached. Ball in the arms of Marshall Taylor again.
It's a great kick. That's going to bounce.
Will that just hold up? No,
yeah,
he's just
fortunately for Bedford, it bounced again. But they're going back at that winger, aren't they? The sun is in his eyes. And I think both teams are guilty of letting the ball bounce. Getting away with it at the moment. But at some stage, it will bite them.
Archie Warhurst with the first carry of the set. Referee rules it as the first carry, and forward comes Wingfield, who links with some support. Alistair Anderson. He'll play just inside his own 40-metre line. Dummy to the right, brought to the left from Lucas Corbett. And again, they're setting themselves. They just need to get a couple of completions under the belt, don't they, at the moment?
Yeah, the last set was very good. This is a better carry. Good defence too. Really testing each other out, aren't they, in the middle? Set restart there, Dave.
I love these age groups, the way they go at each other. It's all or nothing, isn't it? As
yeah, it is.
Goes through the middle. Quick play the ball from him. Moved quickly to this right side. Stepping run forward.
It's a fantastic opportunity. We still 4 players to go. The first time they've been in the 20-metre zone.
And again, having a look through Billy Wingfield. That's a strong carry. Twisted as well. Spun his way 10 metres out from the line, directly underneath the post. Ball went to the right again. And then is it building for him? Ainscough tries to do the step, he gets through. Wonderful footwork. Superb from Alfie Ainscough. It was just the slightest of shifts that he made, and he went.
It was exactly that. It was a 3-on-3, and they didn't look like there was much on, but then the number one, Alfie Ainscough, he just bounces off his right foot. He's a big man who's got great athleticism, and after so much pressure on their own line defending and doing it the tough way, the side from Lee have come out with the first try, and it was a beautiful one, shifted to the right-hand side, and I'm sure they'll be going back there testing that edge defence.
It's the first time really they've had a look at the line, isn't it, as well?
Yeah, there was a kick earlier that bounced and they got away with it, and then, you know, the set restart. We can see how important that is at all ages, you know, discipline, you know, from when you're 6, 7 and all the way up to Super League, you've got to be disciplined, and the set restart was the killer there, and both sides have shown that they're dangerous if they're given position.
Wayne Scott will attempt this conversion, 10 metres in from the touchline, 4 points to 0 in favour of Bedford High. Right at the start of this Year 9 boys final. Takes his time. Now starts his run up, right-footed kicker. He's just swirled that across the face of the uprights. So the scoreline remains 4 points to 0 here. What a start and what footwork from Alfie Ainscombe.
Yeah, and he could have converted his own try there, Alfie, but the wind, I think we just got a glimpse of it, how strong it actually is from right to left. Off the boot, it just went a long way.
So back on the halfway line with Archbishop Sentamu Academy. It's going to be full-back Fewless to get us back underway. Starts his run up, away we go again. Put some distance on it. Oh, and then it's fumbled once again.
Yeah, he just misjudged the sun and the wind there, didn't he? The young league, Bedford High. And now opportunity for Archbishop to fire back with some of their own attack and see if they can really put some dents in this defence and put some attacking shape on their own.
Almost 9 minutes gone in this game, 4 points to 0 in favour of Bedford High, but a real opportunity here for Archbishop Sentamu to launch an attack of their own. Midfield scrum. Let's see what they can come up with. Scrum is Fed, picked up at the base, Fed down this left-hand side. Ball in the arms now, Fewless. Finds his front well low, 5 metres out from the line. Continue to probe down this left side. Great pass, great finish. Logan Sims goes in, and he's shown that footwork yet again that he showed early doors.
Yeah, he did, and I'm really liking that combination from Marshall Taylor, the standoff. He just picks that short side. He did it earlier in the first set of the game, and he finds that man who's had a great start to this game, Logan Sims, and he's just too big and too strong. He gets on the outside of his opposite defender there, but it was a beautiful bit of play. As we watch back now, you just see the number 6, Marshall Taylor, just sneaks around, he's talking, and then bang he goes, and he finds the pass. It's real smart play from the halfback. He gets around his opposite number there, George Wilson. That's going to be a great battle all day.
It's a quality pass, that one, wasn't it, as well? I probably didn't pay him as much attention to the pass as I should have done.
Yeah, and it's not just the skill, it's the vision first to see that they've got numbers on the short side, the execution secondly, and both had to align there to get the points, and they did that. And that combination, like I say, I don't think that'll be the last we see of these two boys. Marshall Taylor and Logan Sims, very, very dangerous with ball in hand.
Fewless from the touchline. On this left side, just a couple of metres in from the touch here. Ball falls off the tee. That's probably an examination there of how tough this ways is.
Well done, mate.
So, Fewless. Lines this one up, starts his run up, it's wide, so scoreline remains 4 points each. Let's just have a look at this build up to this. So Fewless, he took the ball in.
Yeah, and he takes defenders, doesn't he? And he gets up quick as well, and even though they have got numbers, you can see how tight they are to each other. They just don't see the danger until it's too late. And he looks a real strong ball carrier, doesn't it? Logan Sims.
Quality start to the game for Logan Sims. Quality start to the game all round, to be honest.
Yeah,
4 points each.
It's all been on this edge. Defensively, both will hopefully they'll be better, and they let the ball bounce once again from the kickoff.
Just about kept in. Or has it been kept in? No, there's a penalty because there was taken from an offside position there from Archbishop Sentamu Academy.
Yeah, there's a bit of a story, isn't there? It's all right scoring the tries, but you've got to return and complete the resulting kickoff, because each time it's the momentum has completely shifted, and once again now Bedford High, they get 6 tackles within the 10-metre line. This is going to be a real difficult job now for Archbishop to keep them out.
Lucas Corbett to tap it, feeds the ball in to Oscar Southern. Big tackle there from Fewless. Now across it's moved. Good pass out to Wingfield.
Does well to stop him there. He nearly got his nose through to the line.
Corbett once more. Looks it back into the middle.
Great defence.
It was, but what a lovely offload to Corbett.
Shape out wide.
Finds the support. It is moved all the way out to the winger. They've managed to get across, but have they stopped it?
He's dropped the ball, Dave.
He has. What a fantastic bit of defensive work that was.
Well, put that down to desire and effort. The scramble. You can see here they had no right getting that ball out, but he did. And then the resulting play, the offload, and then it was a great ball, wasn't it, by the number 14, who finds the winger, and he just couldn't get in there.
Oh, super tackle on Jacob Fairclough, that. Absolutely wonderful.
Yeah, young Jacob was going and thinking he's going to put his name in lights, and he just put the ball on the arm, and it just spilled. So great defence, and that'll please the coaches of this Archbishop Sentamu school.
So Archie back in possession, driving from the base of this scrum. Jamie Hall winning the penalty, ball ripped from his grasp.
Yeah, the worst possible couple of minutes there for Bedford. They get the penalty, they get the position, and then they drop the ball. And then off the resulting set, they give the penalty away. Completely relieving. We mentioned before how important discipline is. And I'm sure the coaches will be getting the message on that if they want to win this game and be national champions, they've got to get that discipline in order quick.
So Archie will start this attack just outside their own 20-metre line. Big charge coming in. Ooh, that scattered a few, didn't it? What a decent run that was.
McMillan, he looks like a player who won't take any backward steps, but then he drops the ball.
He did everything right until he stood up to play the ball. So error coming in from Landon McMillan.
I think you can put this down to the size of the game and the magnitude and how they build this game up in their own heads of the lads. The pressure that is on them to be national champions. You know, we've mentioned it before, there's no bigger game at this age.
Do you think they'll have memories as well of that Wembley game a couple of years ago?
Oh, definitely.
They've played against each other, you know.
Yeah, definitely.
Scores to settle.
Yeah, and they'll know it's competitive. They'll know that both sides can win if they play their best. So far, it's been a really, really even contest.
Zanesko drifts off down the left-hand side. Now he tries to straighten up. The defence reaches him, though. Ruben Jubb coming up with the stop on the edge of the 20-metre mark. They'll now bring it back towards the centre of the ground.
Good shot.
Big tackle.
McMillan again.
Alistair Anderson had nowhere to go in that one. Wingfield feeds the ball back, looking for the running of Sam Lee Short. He's about 12 metres away from the line, over on the left-hand side of the field. Corbett probes down the left, brings it back to the right. Good link-up play. Oh, and he makes the ball available, and it just goes behind, but well picked up. And they go again into the corner. That was George Wilson who eventually cleaned up for Bedford High. Corbett feeding the ball back in field, running from Oscar Southern. Just pushed back. Referee tells him to get up and play it.
He's dropped the ball.
Yeah, I think he was trying his best to cover up, and the touch judge had spotted it.
Yeah, and that's nice from Archie there. You can see the danger man, Archie Warhurst, was just looking like he was going to do a similar feat to the first try. It comes off his right foot. Sorry, it's Alfie Ainscourt. Comes off his right foot, and he gets belted by 2 or 3 of them that time. Did find a great offload, but they're putting numbers in on that danger man now.
I suppose it didn't take many times for him to get hold of the ball to realise he's the danger guy. We've got to stop him.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah, if they didn't know before the game, they knew straight after the first try, didn't they, that they need to get bodies in front of him.
Nice work from Archie, trying to bring the ball away from their own end, about 15 out from the line. Can they get forward now? It's a huge carry again, rolled on his back. Harry Reimer made a couple of good inroads as Reimer so far. Again, great yards to the 40-metre line. Now swept to this left, turned in field, off Marshall Taylor, I should say, but they're carrying on going over the halfway line.
Keep your eye on this centre. He's got an appetite for the ball. Didn't quite get it there, but he wants it all the time.
Ball comes in field, kick comes in from Taylor again. Goes over the head of Warhurst. He has to retreat all the way towards his own line. It's a tricky bounce for him. And he was put under a ton of pressure there from Logan Sims.
Yeah, that combination, whether it's through pass or kick, Sims and Marshall Taylor, they're just on everything together, aren't they? Beautiful kick and chase.
Wilson rolled on his back inside his own 20-metre line. Bedford under a little bit of pressure. Runs like that'll try and relieve it though. 25 out from their own line now. Corbett works it to his left-hand side.
Another good carry.
Oh, superb run from Wingfield. Carries towards the halfway. Gets just beyond that mark as well, does Billy Wingfield. Destructive runner in the middle.
Yeah, very good run. They've took McMillan off now, Archie, so there is that.
Oh, here comes Ainscough again. Breaks the line.
Lovely
drifts
footwork.
out. Drifts back in field. Superb work from him.
Yeah, what a player he is. That won't be the last run we see of him today, I'm sure of that.
Corbett.
Dangerous every time with ball in hand.
Move the ball in field. Just for a second, it went a bit slow motion there in the arms of Archie Warhurst, but he was brought down, 15 out from the line. Solid set that. They got themselves into a fairly good position that they can defend in.
Yeah, they'll be quite happy with that. They turned the ball over on their terms, and now what they need to do is learn from the mistakes before when they get them in these positions, not give any penalties away, not give any cheap, possession given on a player. That's great defence.
There was evidence again because it was that man Logan Sims, wasn't it, who put himself in the position to take the ball.
Yeah, good defence there and a good carry. This game's settling down now into a lovely little arm wrestle.
Currently 4-all, 18 minutes
good
gone.
Carry.
Big run down the middle there from Jamie Hall. He's been prominent with a couple of those runs.
Yeah, he has. As is this man.
Over the 40-metre line. I think that's Harry Reimer underneath that. Alfie Smith in field. Once again looking for some dash destructive running from Jamie Hall.
Yeah, he looks a very good player in the middle of the field. Very athletic, loose forward.
Taylor gets his kick away, keeps it low, putting the pressure on that winger down that side, Jacob Fairclough, who caught with it well on this occasion.
Yeah, caught with it very well. Been tested a few times, and on that one, he really stood up. There's a lovely bit of footwork there on the opposite side.
Yeah, superb bit of running there, Alistair Anderson. But he signed another 15 metres with that carry. Can they get out of their own half? Well, they'll do everything they can. Wilson coming all the way from his wing position to get over the halfway line. That's the wing on this right side, by the way, all the way over on the left. You can't say that he doesn't want the ball. Bedford, 40 metres away from the try line. Can they get even closer? Looking to link
Nice
the
bit
ball
of play
back.
there.
Dylan Reynolds. Big carry from him. 30 metres away from the line. Last tackle signal here. Goes to the right.
Great kick.
He's got plenty of hang time on that one. Oh, and Alfie Ainscough took it. Can he finish it off?
What
Can he
a
find
tackle.
an offload?
What a tackle that is.
Superb tackle. Where did it come from? It was like
Well,
Ainscough
I'd
just
give him
jumped.
100 to 1. The size that he was giving away, the opposite fullback, Ellis Fewless, against Alfie Ainscough, I think it was the loose forward. It looked like he was going to score his second try, but that's beautiful desperation and defence. But once again, real difficult area for Archie to come out from.
How high did he jump though? I mean, that was just a superb rugby all round that, to be fair.
Yeah, it was. It was a great kick, a great chase and catch, but then probably even better defence than it needed to be. But there's a problem now for that man. He's just gone down on his back. There's always a worry when there was no one in play. He may have twisted his ankle or his knee.
There was no one around him either, was there, when he went down?
This will be a massive loss for Bedford. He's been one of the standout players so far in the opening 20 minutes or so of this match.
If I remember rightly, at Wembley as well, I think he picked up a knock and had to go off the field for part of the game. Very much a real fulcrum type of player as far as Bedford High are concerned.
It's always a bit of a concern when they're holding the knee, especially at this age. The game is one thing, but super talent, Alfie Ainscough. Hopefully he gets to his feet. I think everyone else is enjoying the little bit of a break and they're getting the water on because it is really warm out there as well.
He'd be a big leveller if he can't continue. They'll see this as a bonus, won't they, at the moment, Archbishop Sentamu Academy?
Yeah, and it's what it does to his own team as well. Obviously, they'll know how important he is for them. Once we watch the replay again, he jumps up. Didn't seem to get injured in this. But then all of a sudden he just stops, doesn't he?
That was still brilliant work from Fewless.
Oh, it was brilliant work, brilliant work. And then he gave him a little slap in the face for afters as well, which I'm sure that he'll be trying to get one of his own back later, big Alfie Ainscough, if he can continue in this game.
Loads of concern being shown for Ainscough. Obviously his health is paramount, isn't it? 4 points each in this one.
There's been absolutely nothing, has it, in the game? It's just been end to end, and really both teams feeding off the opposition's errors or discipline. So I think the messages will be going on there now. We see the coach in the water boys, and it is great news for Bedford that Alfie Ainscough can continue.
What's more interesting as well, he's gone back to the middle of the field.
Yeah, as a loose forward, he's got to do his job, hasn't he? So if he's fit to play on.
Somebody's just said, go back out there, go on then.
Yeah, you're fine. Put the cold water sponge on it.
It's amazing how much good that stuff does. Fearless. Working his way forward over that 40-metre line inside his own half, but he had no right to win as many metres as he did there. Ball back once more with Marshall Taylor. This time changing his kick, and Warrest is going to have to attack that. Does well to step the falling defender, but who's chasing him but Logan Sims. He's great on both sides of the ball, isn't he?
Yeah, he is very good, very good. Looks very athletic and very strong, and he's in for a double then. I think that's always a good sign when I've seen a few times now that he's not only got the quality when given the ball in space, he's also got that work ethic too.
So this settling down for Bedford High School. Over the halfway line they go. Wingfield dropping it back, looking around for a support of Sam Lee Short. He gets a late offload going as well. This time to Riley Wilcock, who goes off on a little foray of his own towards that 30-metre line. He'll play it about 15 metres in from the touchline. Brought back towards the middle. Josh Sanderson works it into this middle. Last tackle signalled here. Ainscough calls for it. Keats puts a low kick in this time, which bobbles up in favour of Lennon Shipley. And Shipley tries to find the ground, can only find the front row.
Yeah, but he'll be happy with that, Shipley. It was a nice easy take, no pressure, it wasn't a competitive kick.
Then referee waving play on there despite the pass seeming to come off someone's head. Archbishop Sentamu will play this 12 metres out from their own line under a little bit of pressure in this set. Can they escape? Nice, oh, it's Fewless. Fewless has found a gear. He's over the 40, he's over halfway. He's being chased down, but that's a brilliant run from Fewless.
Well, that takes all the pressure off, doesn't it? But now he's done all so good there, but then he's just tried too much and he's dropped the ball.
I think I've cursed him there, Kev.
I
was wanting to praise him as he set off on this run.
We've done that a few times today.
What a run this is.
Yeah, he looked like he was going to go the length, didn't he? And great chase back there. I think it was the number 12.
I'm glad
Alistair Anderson.
I'm glad that you've witnessed one of my commentator curses as well, to be fair. But as you say, a really relieving run that. I suppose if you are going to make a mistake, it's better to do it in the opposition
let's look at the positives. He went 60 metres, and even with a kick there, they probably don't get that length. So, yeah, even though the result wasn't as good as it could have been, still very relieving run there from the young fullback, Fearless.
Good work from Sanderson, just drifting down this right side, looking to play the ball. Oh, and then setting off like a shot out of dummy half is Riley Wilcott, but to be fair, really well caught by McMillan.
Yeah, he's just come back into the game, McMillan, from having a rest, and he's trying to throw himself about there, isn't he, in the middle of the field.
Now Warrest, stretching beyond halfway. Bedford High, 45 metres away from the line. It's still locked up at 4 points each here as Wingfield just uses a bit of late footwork at the line.
Really like the look of him. He's just getting over every time, isn't he? Quick play the ball once again.
He makes playing in that position look easy, which is it's not the easiest position to play, is it?
Well, that's a great tackle again. Brilliant half there from both sides. Nothing in it.
This could go anywhere, this game, couldn't it?
Well, it could, and I think if the sides are guilty of anything, it's probably a little bit sloppy with the handling. I think whichever side just, contains the ball and keeps hold of the ball the most will win this game, because, like you say, there's nothing in it. They can both attack. They're both very well drilled defensively, but it's just been the opposition errors and penalties that have allowed possession either way.
It's been a tale of 2 tries in this one. Alfie Ainscoe opening the scoring for Bedford High School, and then Logan Sims responding. 2 quality tries with different attributes.
Yeah, and just as you mentioned, Alistair Ainscoe there, he's just walked into the dugout and he's getting some treatment off the physio, so his school are just going over to find some shaded area to just have a minute and have a debrief before they get back out there for a hugely important second half.
So half time here, 4 points each. Bedford High against Archbishop Sentamu Academy. Whew, this one's going anywhere, isn't it? While I've got you here, Kev, what are you up to these days? You're a busy man, aren't you?
I'm a busy man, yeah. I've got bits and bats going on. I'm a player agent. I have a restaurant. I have a property business. So I just like to keep my mind busy. Everyone told me when you finish playing, it's important that you set things in place for you. So that's what I try and do. That's what I try to do for myself, but I also try and do that for the next generation of players coming through and finishing up.
How did you find that transition? You know, because I suppose you don't just fall into that, or had you already got your restaurant business set up?
Yeah, the restaurant, I was probably lucky, and this is what I tell a lot of the young lads. I didn't have a lot of great role models what to do right, but I had quite a few what not to do. And you know, I was really worried about, you know, my life after rugby, being a very young man and not having any sort of purpose in my life. So that's what I did. I set my restaurant up 8 years ago, and that's going really good. I had a coffee shop that me and my wife run for a couple of years as well. So just like trying different things, and really content with where my life's at the minute, but still do miss playing rugby, that's for sure.
I do like you mentioned as well about setting players up for the next generation, you know, though, that you were saying. So, you know, you must meet a lot of younger players now, and like you were saying, you provide that positive role model now, don't you?
Yeah, and just try and say, look, you never make it to the point where you even if you've got enough money in the bank, you want purpose. So education, property, businesses, all that stuff is what I am passionate about, and is my passion, and why I went into being a manager of players. And I sort of fell into it. I looked after a lot of my teammates at first, Andy Ackers, Dan Sargison, Callum Watkins, Joe Burgess. They was asking for help, and I was doing it as a friend. And then quite a few of them asked me to do it as a profession, and it's something that I enjoy. You know, there is tough days, you know, when you're giving people bad news, but you know, as long as you get that news and you deal with it the best way, I think, you know, you live and learn, don't you? And as long as you're always doing the right thing long term and looking for your future, but also living in the present is something that I also tell them, because that is a bit of a regret of mine, that I always look for the next week and the next game, and sometimes you never actually really enjoy the days like today when you're a young player.
That sounds like me working in media, to be honest, drifting from week to week to week to week and on to the next one, you know. So maybe I could do with looking at a little bit of that.
Definitely.
I might be having a chat with you after this game, to be honest, Kev. But great with that little bit of insight. Thank you so much as we get the second half underway, and it's going to be Bedford High making first use of possession. There's Warres just drifting towards that 30-metre line, right in centre field. Wilcott picks up out of dummy half, spins it to his left-hand side.
That's a great run.
Solid hit up that one. Again, who's there in defence though? But Jamie Hall.
He's been everywhere, hasn't he? With ball and without the ball. There's a chance now.
Good run down this left-hand side, but equally strong defence on Alistair Anderson. Wilcott finds Ainscoe.
Well,
that's a towering kick. He boomed it downfield. It'll bounce. It'll bobble. It'll trickle. It'll head towards touchline. I think they've been saved a bit there with the bounce.
Yeah, well, it was almost a 40-20, wasn't it? He kicked it that high, just outside of the 40 when he kicked it, but no one wanted a piece of that one. I think there was 3 or 4 people shouting yours,
mine. No, we'll let the touchline have it.
And I don't blame him. The height that he put on that in this wind and this sun, it's a great result straight away from the first set. And it was that man again with the booming kit, Alfie Ainscoe. He's definitely got a niggle, but he's playing through the pain.
Full credit to him, great kick, and now it's Archbishop Sentamu Academy in possession, but they're at the wrong end of the field, just 15 out from their own line. It's all Bedford High School putting the pressure on. Brave carry, strong tackle being moved in there though from Sam Lee Short. Just making it a very tightly packed middle. Oh, but good work out of dummy half. He spotted a little gap and scurried for it, to be fair, as Finn Gladstone.
I think if they are going to have any joy, it's going to be on that far edge. Seen a couple of times Logan Sims, since his try, hasn't really had ball in hand.
Fewless. He's really challenging the defence with every carry.
He's been really impressive defensively as well, if you remember the tackle on Ainscourt to keep his side level, but also the amount of work he's done.
Hall dropped the ball back, looking for McMillan. McMillan rolled on his back. They've controlled that particular stop of Bedford. Still inside their own half here, last tackle signalled. Under pressure but moving the ball. Oh, it's a destructive run. Finding men in motion. Superb run coming in there. Oliver Johnson feeding the ball out. Oh, he's just spilled it. It's been picked up. And Bedford High take the ball back into contact, and it's a high challenge.
And it was a high challenge. It was a great bit of play, wasn't it? And it was Harry Rayner who found the ball, found the offload to put his outside backs away, but then unfortunately there for Ruben Judd, when he gets the ball, it's at his feet.
Yeah, it was always
once again, error, penalty, relieving pressure and territory. Big opportunity now for the team from Lee.
Bedford High will tap this ball 35 out from their own line into the arms of Jacob Fairclough. It's a strong carry from him towards halfway. Rolled over on his back, however, well controlled in the end from Ruben Jubb.
This looks like good shape from Bedford High.
And they're moving it into a tricky sort of position. Walrus drifting across field, getting beyond halfway, leaving a couple of players on the deck as well with the play of the ball and the speed. Going down the right hand side, Oscar Sutherland inside the 40. Over on that far right hand side of the field, being brought back towards the middle.
Oh, what a ball!
Here they ran through the middle. Oh, that's a huge tackle coming in from Fewless. Superb on Sam Lee Short. He'll play it 10 metres out. And Wingfield feeds the ball down this left side. It's kept moving. Chance here. Diving for the line. They've got over. Superb run there. And Tom Webster touches down for Bedford High. They've gone in front 8 points to 4. Superb ball. Well, a really good movement.
Oh, it was beautiful movement. The line from Billy Wingfield initially, and it was a great tackle again, wasn't it, by the fullback, Fewless. Sorry, it wasn't. It was Sam Lee Short. And then from the resulting play of the ball, they whip it out. And Tom Webster, for me, I thought he'd blown it. I thought he should have passed this ball, but he knows best. He had the strength and the agility and the presence of mind to get that ball down. Beautiful try and celebration to boot.
I love that celebration.
Yeah.
He's been watching Magic Weekend, hasn't he, with celebrations like that.
Yeah, and he gives his number one, Alfie Ainscourt, an easier kick than we've seen all day. We've seen how important the kicking can be in this wind.
So this one just to the left of the uprights. I have to admit, I mean, don't get me wrong, Kev, I don't think I've ever kicked a rugby ball properly anyway, but these would be the ones that were really nervous for me, just to the left-hand side of the post.
Yeah, he'll try and curl this one in. I'm sure he'll try and aim for this right post.
20 steps.
Beautiful kick.
Oh, it's just been...
gets hold of it, doesn't it?
Yeah, just at the last minute. It was drifting, wasn't it? And then the wind got hold. So, Bedford High School 8, Archbishop Sentamu 4. Again,
Once
it was
again, beautiful tackle.
He actually knocked on there.
He does drop that ball. They've got away
everybody
with
missed
there.
that one.
The referee was in the best position. We get to see it's nice hands, isn't it? And then he just goes route one. I'm going to run too hard and you're not going to stop me.
As a prop forward, that'll be a 40-metre charge by the end of the night, won't it? Here's Wingfield.
Good tackle.
Now, he is a player that could be capable of a 40-metre charge.
Yeah, well, he's gone 30 metres there. Fortunately for Archie, there was a shoulder that got under the ball.
Yeah, it's that man, Jamie Hall, again with the challenge. Still, they're coming down this left-hand side now at Bedford High. Hope you're enjoying coverage this afternoon via the RFL YouTube channel. This is, of course, the Inspire Champion Schools final for the Year 9 boys.
Really getting a roll on now, Bedford. Archie just need to get a grip back of this game.
Ainscourt, just who you don't want to see getting hold of the ball, and he drifts across and uses that strength and that fend. He's a magnificent player.
He's got great footwork and strength too. Every time it takes 3-4 players to bring him down, as it does this big man too.
Rolled on his back on this occasion. That'll just slow him down a fraction of a second. Billy Wingfield. Wilcock passes to the right. Sanderson will get boot on ball. Lofts it high. Testing out the winger who comes back to Shipley.
Yeah, he's been tested over and over again on that left wing, hasn't he? Young Shipley, Lennon Shipley.
On the edge of the 20-metre line, he plays it. This is Fewless again.
He's had a brilliant game. One of the players of the match for me.
He is a never-say-die sort of player. I love players like that. They just bring so much energy.
Well, he's saved 2 tries himself as well. Defensively, he's been magnificent. I think he's given so much yardage for his forwards as well. And a breather, as has this man.
Oh, brilliant run coming in. Superb there from Jamie Hall, getting over the halfway line. Looking to play. And they'll jump on the back of this one and stream downfield. Harry Reimer, big charge from Reimer. Superb charge from Reimer. He's going all the way and under the post. What a run, what a finish, what a try.
Well, Harry Reimer, he did it all on his own on that occasion. And just when it looked like Bedford High were getting a real strong grip of this game, the front row partnership of McMillan and Reiner, he just goes straight through. When there's no fullback at home, he gets rid of the number 9. The 11 and 13 just can't get there. And the big front rower puts the ball down, crucially in front of the sticks. You'd expect the kicker to knock this one over and put his team in front for the first time.
He showed real strength and athleticism on that, didn't he?
Yeah, I'm just not sure where the fullback was there. Archie Warhurst, he's been fantastic all day. Just out of position a little bit there. Maybe he was involved in the tackle. But this Bedford side won't lie down, they won't go away. We've seen that so far in the opening 33 minutes. They've got more than the capability of coming back and winning this game.
Fewless to put Archbishop Sentamu Academy in front. Steps in, flags raised. It's currently now 8 points to Bedford High, 10 points to Archbishop Sentamu Academy. And just enjoy this.
Yeah, and we see.
Yeah, he was caught flat-footed there.
He was caught flat-footed there, Warhurst. He just can't get there. Beautiful try. So crucial. It's important now. We mentioned in the first half the errors off the kick-off. You've got to be really switched on here and catch this ball on the full.
Where's Ainscough going to send this one? Long.
It's a great take.
Well taken. Oh, he's back again. He's Reimer. Big Joe. It's actually McMillan, isn't it? Superb run from him.
Yeah, bravery there as well from the number 15. Vinny Braychek.
Jamie Hall with that carry as well. Gets outside the 20-metre mark. Archie with the bit between the teeth after that score.
Yeah, there looks to be a little bit of fatigue now on the Bedford lads' legs.
Oh, there's
this will help.
An error. I think I've cursed him again, Kev.
Double curse.
Maybe I should just show up next time they're in possession.
Yeah, this is a fantastic opportunity now. 6 tackles on a play. Just as they was looking fatigued. The momentum once again. Cruel, cruel. When you want to play the ball so quickly, it means so much, and then you drop the ball.
Got a bit of communication coming from the base of that scrum. What they're going to launch. Bit of a chat between Sanderson and also Alfie Ainscough. Kobe Barm feeds it. Oh, well cut off. Morris has work to do. He's done really well there, to be fair, as Preston Hoyle tracked him all the way. He's actually lost a couple of metres on that. Try and making them up now through Alistair Anderson. On the edge of the 30, Bedford High trailing by 2, currently 8 points to 10. Here's Billy Wingfield.
Been a great battle, hasn't it, between the both sets of front rowers.
Certainly has. And now Ainscough trying to add a bit of sparkle and brute force from that run. That's superb. He's left 2 players on the deck.
Yeah, it was a real tough one there. Fair play to that man, Preston Hoyle. Got his body in the front.
He did everything to try and stop him, didn't he?
Yeah, he copped a little bit in the face there as well. For me, there was, it was a bit of a It's unfortunate, elbows into his jaw, and I just hope this kid's okay, because he showed a lot of bravery there, Preston Oil.
Yeah, they're indicating that he's going to have to come off with a head injury.
Yeah, we never like to see that at any age, but especially when, you know, young lads still at school doing the best to win a National Cup final. And what he's done there is put his body on the line.
Oh, he was so brave.
So brave, because I don't think I'd want to get in front of that Alfie Ainscough the way he's run all day. You know, just gets his bumpers up, completely legal, but there won't be any consolation for that man, Preston Oil, lying on the floor.
So currently 8 points to 10 in favour of Archbishop Sentamu, who scored a few minutes ago through Harry Reimer. They had earlier scored through Logan Sims as well. And just the goal kick from Fuller separating the sides. 2 tries score from Bedford High as well. Alfie Ainscough in the first half, Tom Webster at the start of the second half. All concern being shown for Preston Hoyle.
Youngster Finn Gladstone will take his place on the field for the first time today, off the bench.
And here's where the game comes secondary, doesn't it? It's all about the health and welfare.
Absolutely, and everyone, you know, both sets of players, both sets of fans. You know, the game is important, but nowhere near as important as making sure that Preston Hoyle is okay, and the medical staff, the RFL, you know, they do this very, very well, better than anyone.
They'll practice this protocol so often, won't they? It's well practiced and everybody knows what they're doing.
Yeah, it's so important. It needs to be. I think you know, the first thing, they'll get the spinal board on and they'll look at his back and his neck. Then they'll make sure that you know, when they're getting him off the field, concussion wise, you know, and then once he gets checked out, you know, there'll be a protocol longer term for him. And I'm sure this, for anyone watching at home, as bad as it does look, whenever I've been in that situation, you do want to get up, but the medic, they know the best, and they tell you just to stay still. He's moving his hands and he's moving his feet, which is always a great sign, but I think they will be getting the stretcher on just to make sure.
So while we've got this stoppage, we will look back at the tries that have been scored in this game so far. Belligerent run that from Wingfield, and then ball worked out.
Lovely right foot step, wasn't it? Bang, off his right, straight through. It was the man who's caused the problems all day. This was probably my pick. Just real smart players from a standoff. In Marshall Taylor, just gets the ball wide. Finds a beautiful pass. He called that 1-1. Left edge versus right edge. Defensively again, we saw this occasion, The ball gets spilled out. And as it gets whipped across, we thought there was going to be a try. And it was young Jacob Fairclough who just couldn't get the ball down. Brilliant scramble defence, wasn't it?
That celebration as well from Fulis. He knew that he'd come up with a cracking play.
He's been terrific. Well, let's watch Fulis in action, because the man that we've spoken about catches the ball and then Fulis just grabs hold of it and just too strong. Just refuses to be beaten there.
Every time I watch that, I think he's going to score.
Well, the way he's run the ball and how strong he's looked every time. And this is where the break came by Fulis. And this is where you cursed him.
I did.
And he drops the ball.
Sorry about that, Ellis. It's my fault, that one. I'll take that one for everybody.
But he is having the last laugh at the minute. No, it wasn't on this occasion. The ball goes down at Ruben Judd's feet. He just can't get there.
It was a difficult pass to take, that, wasn't it? It was
Yeah,
always
it was a one-handed offload. But again, chance went begging. And it was Sam LeShaw who gets the quick play of the ball. Fortunate not to be picked up. Then once the ball comes out to the number 8, Tom Webster, he just puts his head down and scores the try, which clearly give them the momentum and the lead. But then Archbishop weren't done, and this man single-handedly, Harry Rayner, just goes straight through the opposition. But not only does he score the try, he puts it right under the black dot, giving that man who's had a fantastic game, Ellis Fulis, the chance to convert. And thankfully, young Preston Oil now, he's coming off the field, and even better, he's walking off with the medic's help.
Oh, that's absolutely superb, that. Preston Oil so brave, put himself right in the way of danger, didn't he, as Alfie Ainscough was tearing his way down the left-hand side. Such a brave challenge.
Yeah, he put everything into it. And he'll be hoping that it's not in vain, because they've got to switch right back on now.
It's really encouraging that he's being helped off by the medical staff.
Yeah, the job for his teammates now to show that same sort of desire that young Preston showed himself. He's put everything into that tackle.
The game's back underway with Bedford High in possession, and Warhurst finds Wingfield, but Wingfield spills it under pressure. Great defence in the middle of the field. They packed that earlier again. And he was right in the eye line, to be honest.
Yeah, you often see that, Dave, when there has been a stoppage, that concentration from either the defensive side or the attacking side can just slide a little bit. And on that occasion, it was from Bedford. They tried to put a nice play on, but it was the big man, London McMillan, who just got out and put the shot on. I think it was Billy Wingfield who just couldn't collect the ball.
I'm with you. I like what I've seen of these front rowers. They've been tremendous this afternoon.
Yeah, and as is this lad, I'm so impressed with him. He's not the biggest, but wow, he's got a big heart.
He's got so much desire, hasn't he? Just to get forward and do everything for his team. Gladstone finds this man, Jamie Hall.
Yeah, it's almost been copy and paste every time. Fulis, then Jamie Hall, and then one of the big fellas.
This time they switched it down the left-hand side. Reimer's got it. Goes over the top of one, spins, twists, makes himself awkward to tackle. Eventually, the supporting defenders get there, and he'll play it inside his own half, working back towards the middle now. Big hit on Ty Walker. Walker's after a quick play of the ball and gets it. Move down this right side, good hands. Oh, and then some real motion forward as well from Archbishop Sentamu. Alfie Smith with that carry, he'll play it. Last tackle's been reached. Still moving play down this right side. Oh, good ball. Oh, good work. He tipped over the top as well. Can he win the race? Oh, has he got it? No.
Well, I thought he was pulled back there as he was trying to score that try. He was pulled back real late in the piece, but that desperation again and that desire from Bedford. Well, what a bit of short side play this was. It comes out to the back rower, Oliver Johnson, and he goes through off his right foot and then kicks it with his left foot, and it looks all the world like he's going to score the try. For me, he gets away with one there.
Just enough pressure being put on there from Warhurst to
But
get away with
he had to do that. He had to have that gamble. Otherwise, it's a try. And probably, they say goodbye to this game.
But they're still in it, trailing by just 2 points. Bedford High back in possession, just outside their own 20-metre line. Riley Wilcott picks up the run in a Wingfield. Wingfield rides the challenge. Finds his front quickly, plays it just outside the 30.
Danger man.
Score. Bumpers up yet again, goes over the halfway line.
Well, that's a good, solid shot there by Ruben Job to contain the big man.
Barmer linking with the support of Warhurst. Knew he was going to get hit as soon as he reached that defensive line, and Jamie Hall picked him out. Off right, kick comes in from Sanderson.
Oh, and that's a spiralling bomb.
Oh, and he's got nowhere near it either. The Shipley bounces, Fewless is cleaned up, Fewless on the charge, Fewless danger every time he touches the ball.
What a player he is.
Eventually wrestled down by Oscar Southern.
Nearly had his hand pulled off there in the tackle. Doing his best to get an hand off, and that's all that kept him from going and breaking the line.
Another reason why I love covering these sort of finals, to be honest, Kev, is like you see players with immense promise, and you think, what can they be?
Well, I've spotted at least 4 or 5 on either side that have had terrific games. Such a talented group, these lads from both sides, and it's just a shame that one of them has to go home with a loser's medal. But this man, he deserves a winner's medal, that's for sure.
Another great run that from Reimer. Scattered the defence a little bit earlier. Kick comes in on the last. Spiral from Taylor.
That's a great take. What a take. Well, hasn't he had a good last 5 minutes or so, Archie Warhurst? The tackle to prevent him, even though it was without the ball, he's kept his side in it there. The spiral bomb, he takes it with ease.
That take was superb, wasn't it? He was under all kinds of pressure.
Well, you feel now if Bedford are going to score, it's going to come with the shape of Alfie Ainscough having some involvement. He's just stood behind the ruck. He looks really tired.
George Wilson plays it. Ball comes left through Barmer into the arms of Tom Webster. Already got 1 try to his name this afternoon. The plate on the edge of the 40-metre line. Looking to step forward again. Here's Warhurst involving himself. Getting towards that 30-metre line. Last tackle signalled. Kick comes in from Sanderson. Oh, he's hoisted this one high. Well poached. And there is a penalty heading Bedford's way.
And do they take the 2 here? If they take the 2, they tie the scores up, but it's not an easy kick. We've seen how difficult with the wind. It's coming from the sideline that they are going to take the 2. This is a difficult kick with the wind and the pressure of the game at stake. He needs to drop this over to tie the game.
Currently Bedford High 8, Archbishop Sentamu Academy 10. Really important kick, this one, given the context of what we have in front of us. The Inspire Sport Champion Schools final. It's Ainscough stepping up. Well, he's never been that far away from the frame, has he, Ainscough?
No, he's been at the heart of everything good for Bedford today. But this is not an easy kick.
In he steps. Sends it high, sends it long, sends it straight. It's between the posts. And it's 10 points each. He made that look easy.
He did. And he'll be disappointed he didn't make his first kick look that easy, because they would be in front now. But what an ending of game we've got now. Scores tied level.
Absolute thriller coming up, to be honest.
Can't be long left.
So back on the halfway line, Archbishop Sentamu Academy. Takes his run up, sends it long.
Kicks it to the danger man.
Oh, he's off on a run. He's down the touchline. He's over the 40. He's over the halfway. He's stepping in field. Fewless just enough to slow him down. Reimer brings him down. Infield it goes now. Alistair Anderson straightening up.
That's a great carry. 2 carries and they've gone 75, 80 metres.
They've sprung into action. Walrus stuttering run.
Are they going to look at a drop goal? The 6 and 7 are back there.
Wingfield feeds it out down this left side to Webster. The defence just closed in on him. 5 metres away from the try line. Bedford High applying the pressure. Here's Wingfield. Lovely step. Ooh, goes close to scoring. Last tackle signalled. Oh, there's Riley Wilcock. Has he done enough? The defence has held him out. Superb work there. They did really well to recover, didn't they, there?
Yeah, for me, they should have had a little player, a kick. You know, the young number 9. He just went for it. He backed himself. Riley Wilcock. But look where they've left it. 100-metre set. Bringing it right off their own line. It's important now that they don't give any penalties away.
And it's important for Archbishop Sentamu Academy to complete, isn't it? This is got to be a completed set. Up to the 20-metre line, the charge. In at dummy half goes Gladstone.
Jamie Hall again. He's got through a mountain of work. Really
like the look
impressive
of
game.
him. Really like the look of him. Workaholic sort of forward.
Fewless.
Ooh, he's skipped
Doing
past
what
2.
he does.
Split in the midfield. Oh, lovely step again. Off he goes. He doesn't know when he's beaten, does he, Fewless? Down this right side. Oh, that's a big carry once more from Reimer. Over the halfway line he goes.
Yeah, great set. They just need to finish with a kick now that results in the ball in the right end.
Hall gets his kick away.
It's not a bad kick.
It's not. They put men on running after it as well. It's a good job. Walrus was going down. He would have seen his head knocked into next week.
Yeah, that could be a really, really poor penalty to give away. Didn't connect, thankfully, but it was definitely high. I think it was centre Jubb, wasn't it? Just went head hunting.
And Ainscough to buy his side some metres from the boot.
Well, you just got a feeling Ainscore's had his paw print all over this game. If they are going to get some points,
It'll come from him, won't it?
I think
something
so.
that'll happen.
Yeah, whether it's a break or a carry or a try, it's just so dangerous. He's just having a breather at the back of the set.
That's a great carry as well from George Wilson. He's done some underrated work in this game too. Walrus finds Wingfield on the charge. Again, drags 3 defenders in. I love the way he finds his front though, so it means it's going to be a quick play of the ball. Barmer launches it to Webster. Makes himself awkward to tackle, but just about clears that 30-metre line. We've got a stoppage in play. There's a Bedford High School lad who's down with cramp in the background.
Yeah, it's very hot out there. It's been such a tough game. We've been going nearly an hour now. I know the clock says 47, but there's been stoppages within there as well. On that field in the blazing sun, going toe-to-toe. Both teams can definitely hold their heads up high, whatever happens in the next 5 to 10 minutes.
I've loved this game. It's just ebbed and it's flowed. And
well, we're no closer. We're no closer to realising who's going to win this game.
I know, but there's
I don't know who the better team is yet. At the moment, you'd say Bedford purely because they're in their own. They're attacking the line of Archie, but there's absolutely nothing in it.
We're a break, a piece of brilliance, or a mistake away from this game being decided.
Yeah. These are what these lads dream about.
Wilcock handed on from Sanderson. Short running there was Dylan Reynolds. He'll play it on the edge of the 20-metre line.
Well, I think they're looking at a drop goal here, Dave, I think. And it's that man who stood at the back, Alfie Ainsworth.
He's lurking, isn't it? Ball back. Ainscough, clutch moment. Charge down. Reynolds charging through again.
Well, I think they'd be better giving him the ball and telling him to run it in the initial set. He looks that dangerous. As does this man, Warhurst.
Warhurst, he's really grown into this game, hasn't he? Just put down near the try line, just to the right-hand side of the post. Picked up. Oh, that was great pressure, to be honest.
Penalty, not square. And that could be it. They're all saying the two. They don't need to be told by the coach.
Yeah, as soon as the penalty was given away, referee's checking his watch as well, which suggests we've not got too much time left. He's done well, hasn't he, War? I was saying that was a really, really good run from Warhurst.
Yeah, it was a great run. And then, as he plays the ball, you just see the jump round. He's just offside. You can't do that.
Yeah, he's took the shortcut there, hasn't he,
It's
unfortunately.
the man who's had a great game as well. Fewless. But again, I'll repeat myself, this is not an easy kick. You can't really tell how windy it is other than the trees at the back.
There's some of these flags which are furling over on the opposite side of the field. Ainscough. Oh, we said he'd have his DNA on it one way or another, didn't we?
Yeah, he's had a great game, hasn't he? There's men on both sides. Well, all these men have had great games today. No one's had a poor game. They've all really stood up. And it's a shame that they both can't be winners.
So Ainscough sets himself. In he steps. Oh, and the flags are raised. They're in front. Bedford High School, 12 points to 10. It's low scoring, but it's a thriller-minute ride, this one.
Yeah, it is. And now it's really important that they keep the faith now, Archie. I suspect that they'll go for a short kick-off. There can't be long to go.
Plenty of communication.
It looks like the front rower, Landon McMillan, will be doing a short kick-off. You can see he's aiming to the left. They're lining up over there.
He is. Well, the wind is blowing towards us again, isn't it? You know, so.
Well, if it doesn't go long enough, there will be a penalty, and that could be the game. It's a real difficult skill, especially when the wind's in your face.
So McMillan.
It's not a bad effort.
Oh, it's a great effort. It holds up. Oh, they come up with the ball. It's Fewless on the charge forward, just about cut down inside the 20-metre line. They need to flood forward now. Do Archie. Stepping run, coming in there from Marshall Taylor. Caught on the 10, pushed back, pushed towards the touchline. They're trying to work him out of play there.
And it's a penalty.
It's a penalty. We could be seeing equalising kick here.
Well, I think this is a very big ask from there to kick this into the wind. I think they will have to tap it. Referee's just telling the Bedford players to go away.
The ebb and the flow of this is tremendous. You can't take your eyes off it.
I don't think there's long to go.
Compelling.
Well, they just need to get some shape. In these moments, with the passion, it's the people who can just keep control of the emotions, just put some skill together, often come out on the right side. And like we said before about that man, Alfie Ainsworth, I think Fewless will have an involvement.
It's a great run down this right side. Is he going all the way? Oh, superb
What a
tackle. Ainscough throws him in touch. That is wonderful. What a hit on Harry Reimer. It looked for all the
and
world.
that's full time.
Like he was going to go in at the corner. Oh, what a win.
What a way to win and what a way to lose. That is one of the best games of rugby league at this level I have seen. And Alfie Ainscough, I don't know whether he's got the player of the match, but if he's not, I don't know what game they're watching.
I think we've got to pick it.
Oh, well, for me, he's been sensational.
Yeah.
I thought his opposite today, Fewless, was fantastic, as was McMillan, and the man who was running, Harry Rayner. But for me, that man, Alfie Ainscough, he's been an absolute threat every time he's touched the ball. Oh. And what a tackle to win the game for his team.
What a tackle, what a play, what a player. I mean, he kept his cool with the two kicks for the penalties, didn't he? You know,
and he had to, and everyone's walking past us. The Wigan lads are walking past us saying, what a game. And it was a game.
Alfie Ainscough, what a wonderful, wonderful.
What a wonderful game.
What a way to win and what a way to lose. Fantastic.
And rightly so, they celebrate. But you've got to feel for them lads in the blue. Archie, they put everything into that game. And unfortunately, there has to be a loser today.
And this is that final play, Kev. I mean, he looks like he's drifting across field. I'm thinking...
Well, he looked like he were passing, and for me, there's only one man who can stop him here. But it's not only the tackle, it's the technique
motion
to get him in. He thinks he scored, the linesman says he hasn't, and that's how close it was today. It was inches.
Look at these celebrations, they mean so much. As I said, these sides, they came up against each other 2 years ago in a Year 7s final at Wembley. And it was Archie who won on that occasion. Well, this is what it means to these lads.
This is what it means, and it could have gone either way today.
Oh, yeah.
Really difficult game, and let's all hope the young scrum half, Preston, is okay. Preston Hoyle, I think it was, who took the knock.
Yeah, did everything to, well, throw himself in front of Alfie Ainscough, to be fair, didn't he?
Yeah, he did. That was a fantastic watch. Everyone in this stadium and on that field enjoyed that.
I've had the pleasure of commentating on a number of these events over the last few years, Kev. I've got her standing up on the back of my neck after that one. That was thrilling right from start to finish.
Yeah, it had everything, didn't it? And the fact that Bedford have just won 2 games on the bounce. I think they've had the under-9s girls or the Year 9s girls win before them, and they're out there celebrating together. What a school from Lee. They're all singing to the teachers.
I think they'll be asking if they can finish early for the rest of the year now.
Yeah, I think after that effort they will get some sort of leeway in school.
So we set up for the presentations, and the order of events will mean that our third team that is on the field, our referee touch judges, will step up first of all to accept their mementos.
I thought they had a pretty impressive game as well, the touch judges and the referee.
They kept it moving, didn't they?
They did keep it moving. I thought most of the calls were right. And you didn't notice them. I always think that's a sign of a really well-ref game.
Great work from our match officials. Well done, Aidan Bealey, Cam Breeny and Lucas Dabbs. And now the player of the match steps forward in everything. Attack, defence, in particular that try-scoring play right at the end of the game. What a thrilling end, and Alfie Ainscough deservedly picks up that player of the match award.
Yeah, brilliant performance from that individual.
And for every winner you also get a runners up. Unfortunately, that's how it is. And stepping forward, fantastic Archbishop Sentamu Academy going in, picking up the mementos.
Gonna go and watch my son now.
Of course you can. Thank you so much, Kev. Thanks for your time.
Kyle Amo will be coming on now.
Hiya, Kyle. It's been a while, hasn't it, mate?
Yeah. It's the first time in my life I've been interchanged for Kevin Brown. So there's a new one. How are you? You okay?
I'm good. That was a thrilling-minute ride. What a game.
It was. No, fantastic, really, and right down to the final play as well. And if you're going to win a final, what a way to win it, Dave.
So Bedford High, look at how much it means to him. I was saying to Kev that these two played against each other in the Year 7s final 2 years ago at Wembley, and it was Archbishop Sentamu who won on that occasion. So Bedford will feel like they've got a bit of payback.
Oh, well, it's brilliant then, isn't it? A little bit of a rivalry. And I'm sure, no doubt, that for the next year, 10 and 11, that they may face each other again. So, but for now, it belongs to Bedford.
It does, and they're going to celebrate as they collect their winners' medals. I always think this is always the thought that stays with you, isn't it? This celebration right at the end.
Yeah, but what it does, Dave, as well. I mean, these young kids, they get memories. They get memories that last a lifetime, regardless whether they go on and play at the very, very top level. They'll remember these days, and just look at those pictures there. All of them, big smiles on. Yeah, brilliant to see.
We'll let the pitchers do the talking at the end of this game and prepare for the next one. But that's an absolutely outstanding final, is that one?
No, fantastic, Dave, yeah.